If you're a fan of Explorers or the Scorpions, in particular Matthias Jabs, I've got a Firefly for you to check out. Welcome back, I'm Tony, and for $199, I picked up this Firefly, and it is now, well, it's in my top 3 of best playing Fireflies, and I've got tons of Fireflies around here. This thing plays almost as good as this right here, which is a 1984 Gibson Explorer. It is a great guitar, and so is this. I'll get into all the specs and stuff after the demo, but before we do the demo, I do want to show you this. Now, I've always been a huge fan of the Scorpions, and in particular, Matthias Jabs. And these pants right here, if you are a fan of Matthias Jabs, they might, look how small those things are. There's no way. These might look somewhat familiar to you because prior to US Festival, which I was at US Festival, where he kind of switched to the black and yellow, he was wearing red and white striped shirt and these pants right here. These are stage-worn pants. You could tell by looking at, look at this. Let's see if we can really tell. The seams on here and stuff, they're just all stretched out and a little threadbare. And right here at the top, M. Jabs, or Matthias Jabs. I think that's how you pronounce it in German. But yeah, these pants, I actually won these on the radio. It was like maybe a week or two after the Scorpions concert had been in San Diego. I was listening to my favorite radio station, KGB, or at least I think that's the station. I have my ticket stub sitting right on my mirror there, and they said, the first person that can tell me the date and time of the last concert. Of course, I got in there. I won a LP, vinyl record. I don't know where this went, but there was a sweatband, like a wristband, and these pants. I was like, dang, all right. Now, I don't know if that's him that autographed that or if it's just, maybe one of the people that worked for him and did the clothes and stuff, but you can tell these are real and used, so I'm pretty sure these are stage worn by Matthias Jabs. All right, well, let's get into the demo. So before we get started, yes, it's a bit of a larger guitar. The Explorers always were. That's my Explorer right there from 1984. But yeah, the balance on it is pretty good. No neck dive or anything like that. I mean, maybe just a tiny bit here in the front, but nothing to write home about. So we're gonna start off with a clean tone. I've got the switch all the way to the bottom, so we're just on the bridge pickup. I'll probably pretty much do all Scorpion stuff here. How about Holiday from the Scorpions? Okay, we'll go to this position now. And now that upper switch, we're just on this pickup. The last one was both of these pickups. All right, I just wanted you to hear those tones. Let's go ahead and do something that's more realistic for what I'll be using this guitar for. This guitar is just made for that. I love it, man. That's really cool. Well, let's just try putting it here in the middle position for this one. All right, let's go up one. Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. I always love this song right here though. So really, the bottom line is this thing plays really nice, like way, way better than a $200 guitar should play. And it's got all the details, and I like that it's not exactly a copy. I mean, your knobs are in a different position. It's got this little cutout right here, which I kind of like that little cutout right there. See what I'm talking about? Yeah, I like that. Got the full pick guard on here. I wish that the cavity back here was a little bit bigger so I could put a kill switch like right there. All things considered, I couldn't be happier. I haven't done any setup. In fact, I didn't even change the strings. And let me show you a picture of my fingers last night after playing this for a while. Yeah, they turned really black, which used to be a big problem with the Firefly guitars when you first got them. I mean, it's not a big problem. You just change the strings, but I haven't seen that in a while. And yeah, these ones are doing that. Let me see something here. Yeah, they didn't use the ones that are like the fake D'Addario. But either way, man, I don't even think I need to change the pickups on this thing. It's pretty darn good, man. If you're a Scorpions fan or even just an Explorer fan, you're gonna wanna check this one out while it's still available. Sounds really good, and that guitar plays so good. It might be the best playing Firefly that I have. I don't know, I've got a couple that I really like, but this one plays at least in the top 3 of Fireflies that I've bought, and only $199. It is available now, but as you know, with their stuff, they go really fast with drops and stuff. This one's been up there for a couple weeks. I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go buy one. I have a link down in the description directly to their website. There is only one website. It's guitarsgarden.com. You can find them on Amazon sometimes, but they're not the ones that everybody are looking for. They're usually the run-of-the-mill stuff. If anybody tries to tell you a different website for Firefly guitars, it's not real. It's guitarsgarden.com. Link is down in the description. I've been asked many times, did I try these on? Yeah, when I was like 14 years old, but look how tiny these things are. Boy, Matthias is a very small dude, but yeah. Richard, the bald shredder, saw my post on Facebook and was like, you better be wearing those when you do this video. Nope. Yeah, I really like this guitar. Only a couple of little things which we'll talk about in just a second. Let's tell you about the specs on this thing. So it has a mahogany body, so it's got a good weight to it. It has a rosewood fretboard and stainless steel ball end frets, which is just so nice. Nothing catching on your fingers, nice and smooth. But I will say this, the fretboard's a bit dry. I don't know if you can really see here. Well, here's a picture of it. Got these nice inlays on here. But yeah, the first time I take these strings off of here, we're gonna definitely put some oil on this neck and get that less dry. Plus it has a bone nut and Alnico pickups. The fit and finish on it are really nice, but there's just a couple of places like right here where they didn't quite get that lined up exactly right. So, I mean, nobody's gonna notice that. I didn't until I really started digging in and looking at it. I'm really happy that they put the strap button right here on the back, because on this one, the real one, it's right here on the curve of the guitar. And if it's right there on the curve of the guitar, when you lean like that, the strap wants to pull off of there. So it's a must to have strap locks on that. But yeah, I just use these on here. Good old rock locks. These things work great. Quick look inside the electronics cavity. It is tight. So if you want to do any work on this thing, you're gonna have to really probably take it all the way out and work on it and put them back in there. Some of the comments on my social media posts said they don't like the way that the knobs are in here. I actually really like that, and they're a little tight, but if you wanted to do any work or change that configuration, you're definitely gonna have to route it. Then as far as this one, inside of there, it's really tight. I was hoping that I could put a kill switch on here. I'll have to take that pick guard off and see what it looks like. But yeah, here's a couple of pictures pictures. The headstock looks real good on here. And on the back, you actually have a serial number on there. And the volute that's on here, I believe that's what you call that. It's nicely shaped and, you know, very comfortable, as is the heel on here. So you can get right up in here. It's a little tight for the very, very highest frets, but, you know, you can still get in there. Most of the guitars that I've been getting lately either have a Vega trem or a Floyd Rose. It's nice to go back to that hardtail because it just stays in tune. It does really good. And the tuners on here work really well. They're not locking tuners. I would like that on here, so I'll probably swap that out, you know, eventually. But I gotta tell you, this guitar, I'm gonna actually use it because it plays so good. I can't remember the model number offhand, but here is the listing that you'll see on guitarsgarden.com. I'll also put a couple links down there for Facebook groups if you want to check out some of those groups. And if you're following them on Instagram, that's where you find out about the drops, which they do usually once a month and sometimes twice a month. And you just never know what they're going to put on there. They have one that I've been chasing, and I stalked that website and I haven't been able to get one yet. It is the Warren D Martini with the two crossed swords on it. You know the one I'm talking about, yeah. It will be mine someday. So there we go. Nice guitar. Hey, I want to thank you so much for your support here on the channel. Likes, comments, shares, subscriptions. Always very important to my channel. So if you like what you see, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, there's a red subscribe button down there, a notification bell. Click both of those. You'll get notifications when I upload new videos. Your support is awesome. It means the world to me, and I just really appreciate you. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. We'll catch you next time on the Vapor Trail channel.